This is the last story from me. I might have two, actually. There's a kid named Jimmy. And in like the 4th grade, he was riding home from another kid I knew, Gabe's house. And he's on his bike. And somehow I think he like went off a curb or misjudged when he tried to pop up a curb. And he just goes flying over the front of his handlebars, tries to stop his fall with both of his hands, and breaks both of his wrists and arms. Snap!
I broke my wrist the same way.
But both of them at the same time?
No, just one. But I tried to break my fall same way, but keep going.
So he's like 12. He has 2 broken hands, and he's like a mile away from home. So bawling, he puts his hands on his bike and like walks it all the way home crying. And then for like half the year, he had 2 full casts at school. So he couldn't do anything.
Like past his elbow cast?
Bro, I don't know how he wiped.
Oh, man.
Yeah, like an L cast, like up to here.
Yeah.
He was like this.
That's bad, dude. That's so bad. Mine, I got it from, we were with all the kids. And I think I've told you this already, but we were all riding our bikes. Somebody got the bright idea to play tag on our bikes. So I remember I was hiding behind a car, like watching through the windows. And I didn't notice, but my friend Daryl, who's comes up right behind the car. And he says, "I'm going to get you." And I like, while I'm there, I'm nervously like fidgeting with my handle, and I accidentally shift the gears. And because of that, everything gets stuck and chokes up. And I hit my pedal and it doesn't turn, but like I kick it so hard, my front tire like is stuck and like stays in place while like everything goes over, including my body. I just break my hand and try to break my fall. I remember laughing because it was hilarious. And all the kids came up, and then slowly, one by one, I watched their faces as each of them stopped laughing.
You're like, what's going on?
And one of them pointed out, and I like brought my hand up, and I didn't even notice it, but it was broken. And as soon as I saw it, then the pain started setting in. So I went from laughing, I was 13, to just like, I started screaming. I was like,
So I never broke anything, but I have some scars on my face. There was one time we were playing tag with a bunch of kids, and I can't remember where we were, but it was a place I was not familiar with. So I'm like on one side of a door, holding the door closed. And right as I'm like getting ready to run, I let go of the door, turn around, and there's a cabinet right there. And I just nail my forehead.
Sean's like, I got this.
And we were too poor to go to the hospital.
oh.
So my dad taped it up. Just like freaking war style with the super glue and then tape around my eye.
He put some gunpowder and lit it on fire.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Seared a knife.
Yeah, that hot knife, dude.
Okay. One last one for me. A bunch of kids were over at Gabe's house playing tag and whatnot, lawn darts, other dangerous things. And it's dusk, almost dark. And Jimmy grabs a table saw, just the blade. And he's like looking at it, and they're like all there. And he goes, and throws it up as high as he can in the air. And all of them look up as it disappears into the dark. And they just start going, ah, ah, and they're all running around. And this kid, Joseph, stops and he goes, boom, and it hits him on the top of the head. And just a trickle of blood. And he's like, and like hulked out and just started chasing Jimmy, and I think Jimmy ran home.
Is this the same Jimmy who broke his hand?
Yes.
Freaking Jimmy, dude. It's like that game.
That before or after his hands?
I think that was after. Just the dumb things you do when you're like a 13, like an adolescent boy.
Bro.
So stupid.
It's like that game that everyone was playing like 2 months ago where they'd all stand in a circle.
Yeah.
With the phone on the ground, selfie mode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
except for all of those people were grown ass adults.
And playing with non-lethal things.
Like throwing an egg,
I don't know. Somebody threw like
a chair.
a chair or, dude, yeah, they started getting wild. They started getting a little wild.
All right.
Table saw.